Then I had to sit and really think about what is going on in my life. I felt the weight of the world for me to do great. Hey, what's up, 1428 family? It's Dondre Brown, here to bring you some information that can help you invest in your family, your finances, and your future. Hopefully everything is going really well today for you. I'm gonna jump in the stock market soon and show you the opportunities that we have, even though the market's down. But before we do that, hopefully you're setting some goals and thinking about 2021. I know for some of you, you're probably like, I'm not even trying to think about 2021, but keep this in mind. This is the last month you have in December to really focus on the things you want to start to accomplish for the new year. Whether you believe in New Year's goals, resolutions or not, that's not the point. The point is a refresh. You want to put yourself in a position where you're starting to think about, how can I activate the things that I said I was going to do last year? Because that's the reality, right? You probably said you were going to do some things and then the pandemic and COVID hit and you kind of weren't able to accomplish those things that you wanted to. Now this is the time to walk into New Year saying, no matter what happens, I'm going to take risk. I'm going to figure out how to get these done. I'm going to educate myself and I'm going to smash my goals. This is what we do in the 1428 family, is we figure it out. We do not let limitations or barriers overcome us. We jump over those and we do what we need to do. So speaking of, let's jump into the stock market. So like I always like to do is I like to show you how I organize my apps, try to be as organized as possible. I'm not the most organized person, but I try to organize where I can. And I know my phone is something that I see and look at all the time. So why not organize that so I can better utilize it? So clicking on the investment app and going into Robinhood. If you haven't started investing in Robinhood, click my link below. You can get a share. I can get a share. Let's make sure that we can start investing together. Again, I'm on this journey. Jump on it with me. I'm going to be very transparent with you and let you know how you can engage in the stock market. Growing up, I was scared of the stock market. I thought I would lose my money, right? There are times where you will lose money, right? But you have to be educated, you have to be motivated, and you have to surround yourself around people that can encourage you and teach you the stock market. So speaking of, let's click on Robinhood and jump in. So the last couple videos I've been doing is showing you my portfolio on my stocks. I've been up, right? This is a day, I think my lowest day I was down $3. This is a day I'm down by $437, right? When you see this, typically you would say, and your emotions would say, let me get out the stock market. Let me pull back, right? If we think about the stock market, it's important to have emotional intelligence when you're engaging in the stock market. Because when you see these lines, right? They're kind of like your emotions. Maybe I should get my money. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't, right? If you are a long-term investor, you're educated and you know what you're doing, you let it sit, right? Because there are always going to be opportunities for you to get gains long-term, right? Some days are good days, some days are bad days, as I've shown you in my videos. But specifically with today being down $437, I see this as a buying opportunity, right? If there were a certain stock and share that you wanted to get and you were like, dang, that stock was too much, go see how much it is now. Maybe it's at a price that you can get it and hold it a little longer term, right? So let's show you, or let me show you something that I was thinking about, or a share I was thinking about. So as we look at some of my shares, let's go back. You see here it says stock. On the day, I'm up $437. On the week, I'm up, or on the day I was down, $437. On the week, I'm up $581. On the month, I'm up $1,500. 3 months, $1,500. A year, $1,400, right? So as we scroll down, you can see that some of these stocks, another thing that Robinhood has, these 3 dots, you can press them and then you can kind of check. Let me show you here. Once you press those 3 dots, you can kind of check how you want to show your holdings data, right? So for example, you can put it at last price, you can put it at the equity, you can put it at percentage change, total loss gain, or even the total percentage change, right? For me, I like to put it at total loss gain because I'm just trying to see how the stock are doing as a whole, right? Looking for buying opportunities through long-term stocks. So scrolling down, some of the stocks that I was really trying to increase my position on And when you increase your position, that means that you're buying more stock, right? When people say you got to go increase your position or you have to establish your position, you want to buy more stock in that, because when it goes up, you multiply your profit. So if you buy 10 share, right, and you get a profit, you multiply that by 10. That's your total return or your total gain. So let's scroll down. One of the stocks I wanted to buy more of is At Home. At Home has been a stock that I've learned more about in doing research. It's like your Home Depot of the stock market, right? Your Lowe's. So when you think about from now until the end of time, people are always going to need to work on their house, right? They're always going to have to rehab their house or even commercial properties. So this is a long-term investment. So this is something that I wanted to buy. I bought in at $18.52. That's my average. So I bought some share over and bought some share below. But with it sitting at $18, my goal is to buy more. So I hit the trade button. As you'll see, you have the trade button. Let's make sure you can see it. You see where it says trade options, sell or buy. I want to press buy, and I want to get about 10 more share of this. So I hit the button review, and as always, I swipe up, and it'll show you that I just bought $180 worth of stock, which is only 10 share. And that's the way I increase my position. It's after hours, so this purchase will not take place until around 9 or 9:30. So I'll be looking out for it. But at that time, hopefully it will be around $18.06. If not, then the next purchase I make when I buy share, I'm going to do limit buys. And I'll show you how to do limit buys. But essentially it's saying, in order for me to buy this, I want to buy it at a set price. So that way you don't always have to watch your phone. I know if you're just now getting to the stock market, you're probably always watching your phone, right? Sometimes you can wake up in the morning, you can look at some of your stock, and then you can set limits on them. You can say, okay, I want to buy 10 share of Home once the price hits $17.50. If it doesn't hit that price, then I'm not buying it, right? But if it does hit that price, I'm going to buy 10 share. So that's how you can set a limit. But again, I'll show you a video going through how to set a limit. But essentially, that's what you do in the stock market when you have those down days. Down days for us do not mean that we pull our money, right? Depending on what type of investor you are, you may see that as a bummer, especially if you're like a day trader and you was trying to pull out very quickly. But at the same time, for us, we see those long-term or those downs as long-term opportunities to go in there, buy some more share, establish a higher position so that we can average down, right? So again, hopefully this information is good for you. If you are a beginning investor, stick with the channel, stick with the video, put in the comment section if you have any questions. I'll do my best to field your questions as quickly as possible. But again, our goal is to increase our portfolio, increase our investments. You can start with $0. Just get a free share by clicking my link below. You get a share, I get a share, and we can start there. I'm going to continue to do walkthroughs where I show you my phone, show you my investments, and then we'll get more into dividend stocks. We'll get into trade options. We'll get into more, but I want to start out with foundational understanding of how to invest in the stock market so that you can follow us on this journey and you can have the same impacts that we have in the stock market. I don't want to be the only person winning in the stock market. I want you to win with me. So when you get a chance, make sure you follow this video. Make sure you download the Robinhood app, get your shares, and get in the family. Again, share this with anybody, but at the end of the day, your goal is to win so that you can continue to teach your family and teach your children and then teach your generation. Hopefully this information was good. When you get a chance, leave a comment. Peace.